So I'm in my garage again, continuing the cleanup effort, and I've got another project I thought I'd share with you. So I have an area of my garage that I want to use for storing all my lawn and garden tools. And it's got this big 2x6 that's attached pretty solidly to the wall. Looks like it's been here maybe since the house was built. I've also got left over from an outdoor project some pressure treated 5/4 decking boards and some 2x4s that I'm going to use for this project. First thing I need to do is get all the nails out of this. It had big, I think 4-inch nails stuck into it. And, they're pretty tough to get out. You just don't get a lot of throw with a hammer when you're trying to pull out a nail that's that long. I'd been using them to hang up my tools in the meantime. And it's tough to get underneath there unless you slide a 2x4 up underneath it and really give your hammer a little bit more leverage in order to grab a hold of that. Makes it much easier to get these big rusty 4-inch nails out of this old dried out 2x6. But again, it was attached pretty solidly to the wall. I wanted to use what I had in place, and with a little bit of effort, I was able to get most of these nails out of the wall. Here's just a close-up of pulling the nails out of the wall. Again, sliding that board underneath there really gives you all the leverage that you need to get something like this out of the wall. It's pretty helpful to be able to pull these old rusty nails. I've got these 5/4 decking boards, and what I want to do is notch the ends of them kind of at an angle, cut them at an angle so that I can come up with some hooks to put on the wall. I kind of had this plan in my head. I don't really have great pictures of this process here, but you can see you wind up with this trapezoid shape, and what I want to do is draw a line diagonally across it, leaving about 1 inch of material up at this end and also down at this end. And what I'll wind up with is two kind of pieces that are at an angle. You can see it there on this prototype that I came up with. I've got a piece of 2x4 up at the top, kind of acting as a cleat of sorts, and then I've got these pieces that I cut out of that 5/4 board that sit flush against the wall, and then a 5/4 board that runs in between them. And what I came up with was something that I felt like was pretty solid, so I wanted to test it out. I gave this a good tug. This is just friction fit on there. It's just sitting there. I kind of hung by this and realized that it's pretty solid. It's in pretty good shape. I don't think it's going to slip and slide off there, but it's easy enough to pick up and move around. And again, this is just a prototype, just something I came up with out of my head. It also was wide enough to fit my pickaxe, but didn't realize I didn't need something quite that wide, so I came up with this second prototype. It's got a piece of 2x4 that I've cut down for the top, another piece of 2x4, and then I cut it at an angle here to match with the angle of those hooks that I came up with. And those are angled like that because they'll keep the tools from falling off of them. This is what it looks like all done. I think I made 6 or 7 of these to hang up all my shovels and rakes and everything. And they all feel pretty solid. I'm very happy with them. And again, I used everything that I had just kind of laying around the garage to help clean up another corner of my shop. I don't think these are anything too revolutionary, but I used the materials that I had around. They fit well, and everything is going to be easy to access.